Midnight music.
Oh, what up, everybody?
Happy Rusev Day, everybody.
Pretty much. It does kind of feel like Groundhog Day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Meat Slapping Majesty pre-show. It's King Ricky, Willie T. No idea where in the world K Murphy is, and I have no idea who just commented on our stream, and that's probably going to get deleted really soon, so.
Sex bots.
I mean, even sex bots have better,
What'd
have
they
better
say?
responses. I don't know what this, like, I don't know what this, it says. I don't know what
Hang
it,
on, don't let me read it. Is it on YouTube? Where is it?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, yeah. It doesn't even make sense. It's just like gibberish.
VOR red. Yes, that is correct.
Sure.
Maybe. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what it stands for.
Yes.
It's gonna bite me. That's gonna come back to bite me one day.
Probably, yeah. See you later, dipshit. Oh, man. Where's my YouTube so I can boost this up a little bit? Dude, I did leave a segment for us to talk about 2K, by the way, at the end of the show.
Perfect.
Which
That's when we make our grand announcement.
The one thing I wish you could do for GM mode is that instead of playing against like one AI or human opponent, you should be able to play against multiple. Because like, I should be able to battle against 4 brands or with 3 other brands.
The other brands should be able to be your friends.
Or that too. Be like crit working partnerships. Like really do some GM mode madness.
Like they can do local play, but it's like, well, that's nobody.
Like, that's what I would want to do. But, like, so far, I freaking love it. Like, I stopped at summer, so I'm not going to do another GM mode streaming until, like, next Tuesday night. Because you got to see what I booked for SummerSlam. I think my card's going to blow things out of the water.
Boy.
Oh, yeah. Very happy about it. Very happy about it. Let's boost some stuff up. Like, share, subscribe, folks. And... has Kay texted me back? Nope.
Buyer's beer money.
Oh, Kay's at the computer and set up, but how come they're not? God damn it, Kay. All right, hold on.
Every week, man. This happens every week.
Yeah. You know why? Because Kay has the same problem you used to have, where you have 2 different, like, Skypes.
Yeah,
And I always invite the
really
wrong
annoying.
one. Yeah, there we go. I invited the wrong one yet again. So my apologies to Mix Murphy. They should be coming in soon. Oh, there you are.
Happy Jeff Hardy Liberation Day.
No, it's Rusev Day. We just went over this.
Yeah, seriously.
It is Jeff Hardy Liberation Day, and it's one of the only things keeping me going at this time.
Well, in that case, we're just gonna see you later, man. Bye.
Wow. I've been isolated enough.
What are you isolated for?
Are we on air at this time?
Yes, we are.
We will talk about it off air.
Okay. That works for me. Okay, when are we gonna go see Spider-Man?
I don't know.
After they see Batman.
I saw Batman.
Batman at this point is my priority because Batman is my favorite, as everyone knows.
I'm seeing Batman on Saturday. I'm very excited.
I
Batman
have to
is
ask
brilliant.
when they would like to go.
This is early prediction here. It's a darker Dark Knight.
Oh.
I heard it was Robert Pattinson was a little too gruffy.
No, it's a perfect sense of Batman.
I was also told that this is very much Batman animated series, but come to life.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! All of these things are just.
When I first saw Robert Pattinson and like his
Batman.
when I saw Robert Pattinson and the way he portrayed Batman, I was like, Kay is going to lose their mind.
Oh, I know. I love me some R-Pats.
It's all about Zoe Kravitz, though.
I also am very in love with Zoe Kravitz.
My
so,
Lord,
like, my
she's a
gay
beautiful
ass.
woman.
Have I ever told you my complete history with Twilight and the kind of person I used to be?
I probably said no, don't tell me, or you probably did tell.
Well, I am like a day one Twilight fan. I
Oh
read
my
that book.
God.
That book came out, I was like 13 years old.
Hate that.
Senior, I saw the Twilight film in theaters 4 times.
You're gross.
I loved Twilight. Senior year of high school, there was a Twilight trivia contest. I won. I was Miller Place High School's most knowledgeable Twilight fan, and I won a gift basket with the DVD, posters, stickers, shirt, all of this Twilight swag. I had Edward Cullen all over my fucking room.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Sorry.
I loved it. I loved it so much. Now, I rewatched the films out of nostalgia, and I want to reread the books to remember how bad they are, because they're not written very well.
They're not, no.
Weren't they like 50 Shades of Grey, like fan fiction or something like that?
Yes, it is.
50 Shades of Grey originated as Twilight fan fiction.
That's right,
So
it's the reverse.
I tried to read 50 Shades of Grey and couldn't do it.
It's mommy porn.
It made me angry.
Was it the other way around?
Yes, because Anastasia and Christian was originally Bella and Edward. And when she noticed that her fan fiction was gaining notoriety, and she realized it could have become lucrative, she changed the names, made it an original, made the plot not Twilighty, and now she sold 3 books.
And a movie.
Series of movies.
And 3 movies. But I was in beauty school when 50 Shades of Grey came out, so I was like about to be 21, so I was young. But I went to school with a lot of middle-aged women. And
yeah, all mommy porn all the way.
Bitch, it was women between ages of 18 to 50 obsessing over this book. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And I tried to read it so where I spent like my adolescence and like my 20s, in Miller Place they have a free library, and they do a book sale every year, and it's the shit, because paperback books are 25 cents and hardcovers are $1.
Yeah.
And they'll also sell like classic, like historical like works for like actual money. So my friends and I go every year. So like I bought all the Lord of the Rings books for 75 cents, and I did the same with 50 Shades of Grey because I wanted to read them. Couldn't do it. I donated them back. Like the next year, I'm like, here, I did not like this. You can have them back.
Damn, dude. K. Murphy, you literally hated a book so much, you just
gave it back.
You pretty much got it for free. You're like, I had to change my mind.
Yeah, I'd
changed it on free.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the coins.
For real though, like.
I don't know how you did Twilight, but that's just me.
Well, also, so when Twilight came out, I was a teenager, and at my peak, Hot Topic is the only place I shopped. My hair was jet black. I wore so much eyeliner. Pretty much a less polished version of the adult I am now, but I very much was into anything dark and morbid, so paranormal romance was my thing. But before Twilight, there was a book called Blood and Chocolate that I actually like better. It is about a werewolf girl falls in love with a human boy, and I did a book report on it in 9th grade.
It's a lot of hair.
I played the song "The Crimson" by Atreyu while I did this book report for the class. I was like that emo bitch.
Wow.
Grade, we went on a trip to DC. We went on a trip to DC in 8th grade, and we got to bring VHS tapes for the coach bus. I brought The Nightmare Before Christmas and made the whole 8th grade watch it with me. No one was happy.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't expect anything less right now these days. I see Will's like just speechless over there.
No, I'm in thought.
That as well.
I need 2 monitors.
We have some plans, Kay. We'll tell you.
Okay, you have no idea what's coming.
Well,
No.
No, it's
you'll
good news.
it's good. It's good news. Yeah.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna be a little jealous even.
Okay.
You're
okay.
gonna die laughing. Actually,
It's
Am I getting fired?
no,
no, we wouldn't be happy about that.
No, yeah. Like, guess what we have for you?
Well, you said
Kate?
I might be jealous of something.
Well, that's you're actually probably most definitely gonna be jealous
Well,
of
yeah.
something.
But no, it's all good things. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
So, hello, Kavita. How are you?
It's in pre-production right now. Put it that way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Once we figure out the kinks of us all of this madness after I get through Mania season, my Lord Almighty.
Oh, Kay Murphy, I finished editing our podcast, by the way.
How did it come out?
Fantastic.
I can't wait to hear it. Can I hear it like privately?
Yeah, sure. I can. I'll send you the Dropbox files.
Thank you. Oh, I want to hear it. I'm very excited.
But yeah, so when you see Batman, you'll like it because you're a film geek. It's a noir.
I have heard it's noir.
It's a neo noir.
Actually, Kay Murphy, it's in Mediafire. If you still have the
Oh, okay.
I'll send you a link to that instead of Dropbox. Dropbox can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well,
I'll send you a link to that.
well, the Batman's a neo noir. It's brilliant though.
Who directed it?
Matt Reeves.
Right. Okay, that's in good hands.
Oh no, it's in great hands. The acting's unbelievable. The guy who plays the Riddler steals the show.
Dude, I heard Colin Farrell
That's
stole
what
the
I've
show.
heard.
I didn't know Colin Farrell was in the movie until the end.
Yeah, you didn't know he was the Penguin?
No, he looks nothing like himself.
Great.
His makeup was that good. Also, Jeffrey Wright plays Commissioner Gordon, and he fucking kills it.
Yeah, I've heard.
Apparently they're doing a. Wait a minute, is Batman coming to HBO?
Probably not for a while, but it's a trilogy. This is one of 3.
Yeah.
Hey, why can't I find your email? I'm like, I know your email, but why can't I find it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of
It is-
3.
It is my
Oh,
username
it's
at gmail.com.
You know what it is? I always forget the.
Ah, yeah. That T changes everything.
Okay, so the ad will be available on HBO Max 45 days after its release.
Ah, so
date.
you've got till May.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I could do the wait, but like me and Luke are doing a podcast on it next
No,
week, so I was like, well, I gotta go see it now.
It's good, dude. It's worth
I
a trip.
have heard you should. I have heard you should see it in theaters too, because it's a way better experience.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
agree.
I haven't been to the movies since COVID.
I know, it's where we're
I was
trying to
gonna go
drag
see
you to
West Side
see
Story.
Spider-Man.
I know. It's not. I'm not actively avoiding the movie theater. I just haven't.
Wait, so you never saw? Well, West Side Story's on Disney Plus now.
I know. I'm gonna watch it on Disney.
It did
Maybe
bad in
tomorrow.
theaters, but good like from an award standpoint.
Yeah.
I
I'm so excited.
I thought it was
to see
really good when I saw it.
My mom liked
I
it.
love West Side.
She loves the
I
original.
love West Side Story. Me too.
Yeah.
All right, Kay Murphy, I sent you the files in Mediafire as well as my Google Doc with all my descriptions for the clips as well as the final episode. Just let me know if I need to change up wording. I shouldn't,
Thank you.
but just in case,
Okay.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But okay, if all else fails and you never see Spider-Man, by the time it comes out on DVD, which is like next month, I'll just buy it and I'll just be like, "Hey, just come over and watch it."
Yeah, dude, it's coming out like
Yeah,
mad
that's
soon.
Yeah, like this is the thing. It still hasn't been spoiled for me at all.
You are unbelievable, Kay. Like I am proud of you. I am proud.
I have
That's
avoided-
incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't see Avengers Infinity War. I didn't see Infinity War until a year after it came out, and I didn't
Wait,
have it spoiled
you
for me.
didn't see Infinity War until Endgame came out.
I saw Infinity War the week before I saw Endgame.
I mean, that's smart.
Yeah, dude, I didn't see like Infinity War until like late 2019.
That's fine. You didn't suffer for a year
But-
like I did. Knowing.
I
am
watched
mostly-
Endgame September 2020. That's when I watched Endgame.
Gotcha.
I'm mostly very good at avoiding spoilers. However, I was fucking pissed, and this is strictly Drag Race's fault. Drag Race was doing this international season, and they fucking posted the winner on their social media like an hour after the show ended.
What a dumbass.
So I was literally fucking scrolling, and then I see who won UK versus the world, and I'm like, I didn't watch this yet. Great. But in terms of like movies and shit, I avoid them like the plague. I was like a month behind on the Book of Boba Fett. None of it got spoiled for me.
Oh yeah, because like we didn't spoil it for you, even though we talked about it a lot.
Well, pretty much, I was live for Book of Boba Fett by, I think, before the finale.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 episodes live and then got very busy for a month when I was in like peak bachelor party plan.
Yeah.
And then called quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, yeah. That makes sense. And now there's a little bit of a calm before the storm before Morbius comes out.
Oh my god, it looks so good. Fucking Matt Smith and Jared Leto. Oh,
Yeah.
can't wait.
Fuck all that. Lightyear comes out in June. All right, I'm so excited for Lightyear.
Should we make
You have no idea.
Can we make
how
a
much I
group
wanna
trip to
that
see
movie.
Lightyear?
Dude, I'm so excited. To see
Bunch of us grown-ass
I'm
kids
fucking
going to
hyped
see
to go
Lightyear.
Lightyear. Oh, I will be
Like-
rolling up into the theater to see Lightyear.
I thought I would have had kids to see of my own to see this movie by now.
Yeah, you know, Lightyear's going to make so much money because all of us adults are going to go see this children's movie.
Yeah, dude, it's
You're goddamn
Pixar.
right. I'll be there.
Yeah, like what do you mean? I'm not ashamed of that.
I'm not ashamed of it either. I'm just like, that thing's going to rake in so much dough.
I mean, but here's here's where you could be concerned. If you go and see it by yourself, that's an issue. You need to see.
Potentially.
You need to see with.
I've never seen a movie by myself.
I've done it once.
You need to see a movie by yourself. I did it for a couple of years.
Why?
Because it's the best experience in the world.
It is. It's very relaxed. I saw
It's
Titanic in
so
3D
relaxing.
by myself.
You saw
Yeah.
Titanic in 3D.
Yeah, dude, I didn't have a girlfriend to go see it with. I wasn't gonna ask my friends. That's like the gayest thing you can do.
Yeah, if you would have told me that, I'd be like, no, I'm not going with
Exactly.
you.
You know what I mean? Like all my friends in high school. I was in high school nonetheless.
Yeah,
Like,
I would have said no.
Now, me and my buddy Chris would go do it because we both love Titanic. We'd both do it as straight white dudes.
I love Titanic.
As best friends going to see Titanic. Back in high school, they would have laughed me out of the fucking building. So I went and saw it by myself. It was lovely.
Yeah,
It was a great time.
You have to see a movie by yourself. It's
if they
great.
ever, okay. Well, if they ever re-release Titanic, I will go with you, Will, because I fucking love Titanic.
I got it on Blu-ray, baby.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
Okay, do you-
Me and Jazz watch it
I
for my
have-
birthday.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I have the same copy of Titanic on DVD that I bought in like the 6th grade.
You need an upgrade.
Dude, I still have the
Some of my-
VHS tapes.
I don't
Like
have any of my VHS.
1998.
Yeah, okay, do yourself a favor and go see a movie that you really want to see by yourself. Like, don't wait for anybody, just go. I did it for like, oh my god, like 3-4 years straight. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Did you have AMC Pass, Ricky?
Yeah, I have AMC and I have the
Like-
Regal. I don't have the...
It was like you could. No, AMC doesn't exist anymore. The movie pass there originally doesn't exist anymore, right?
No, they have,
Is it-
they have, it's called like A-List or something. I don't have that pass where I go see movies for free. I just have the one that gives you like crazy discounts.
My
Gotcha.
friend had one in college. It was like you could go see a movie. I think it was like one a day.
Oh, that still exists.
It was like for like $10 a month or so, like $20 a month.
That
or
still
something.
exists. They enhanced it, and Regal has one too, where it's like unlimited movies and stuff. But I don't prescribe that. Although as much as I would want to, I just don't have the funds for that.
Dude, it's such a steal. You can see one movie a day, like or like
Whenever you want,
whenever you want.
and all you do is pay the upcharge if it's like if it's in like extreme 3D or some shit like that.
Yeah, you upcharge for IMAX and like
Yeah.
beer. you just pay snacks.
Yeah, there's a theater like 15 minutes away from me that does dine-in, which is great. Like you just send stuff to your seat and they give it to you.
Yeah, the AMC in Newport isn't bad in Jersey. That is Jersey City. It's just it's in a city, so it's used.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all the seats are worn,
Mm-hmm.
and like it all works.
I like AMC because they have the butter your own popcorn stand.
I was just gonna say that's the best part of AMC.
Well,
Put my straws in the popcorn.
Oh my
they got
god.
cheesy popcorn and the caramel popcorn is there as well.
Yeah, that's also true. Okay, that's
which I thought was fucking
okay.
brilliant.
That is why I want to bring you to a movie because I need to see this. I need to see this butter concoction you do, like
Oh my straws.
in person. I have to see this method to this madness.
I will show you. It is so good.
And then we go see Spider-Man and Famous Dave's. I went to Famous Dave's last week and it was amazing.
Did we eat a Famous
What did you
Dave's
get?
in my hometown growing up?
Oh, ribs, of course.
Famous Dave's barbecue. Yeah, you always get the ribs.
Yeah.
I don't even like ribs, and I got the ribs.
Their ribs are good. I love their ribs. I just hadn't been there in so long. Like they redid they made it more of like an actual barbecue style, where it's like or a barbecue style restaurant where you literally go up, you order your food, and then they just deliver it to you. You like sit where it was like open seating.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to go get a rack of ribs now. Like I think
I really went there for lunch after I bought myself some new pairs of shoes for Dallas and everything, and then I left with I ordered like a rack of ribs to go.
All right. So before we go to the real show. Here's my Saturday. This Saturday.
This upcoming Saturday.
This upcoming Saturday.
Okay.
I got to go at 2:30. To get fitted for my suit.
For what?
For the 3 weddings I have this year.
Oh yeah.
So we're renting a tux. So I'm going to rent the tux.
Okay.
And then get my measurements for my brother's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, Jazz and I are gonna go out to dinner.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go see Batman at like 7:00.
It's a 3-hour movie, by the way.
I know, that's why I said 7:00. So when we go to dinner, I'm gonna tell we're getting ribs.
Don't go too much on the ribs, then you'll pass out from the itis. So
Yeah, that's real.
that is a real thing. But it is such I feel like you will love this Batman movie. With a burning passion. It's up there with Spider-Man as wow, you can't get any better than this.
I'll let you know. I'm very excited for it. And then Ricky, you got to come on Talking with Tara Shuck too. We can just talk about all nerd culture and nerdgasms and comic book.
Oh man, Ricky, I had so much fun on Talking with Tara Shuck. Like this is not a cheap plug. It was really a lot of fun.
We'll figure something out. Especially with all my nerdgasm stuff that I have, and more to come. Especially when I start collecting more artifacts.
Yeah, like I find I am better at podcasting when I can just talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Goes for your ADHD.
Yes, exactly.
But all right, are we ready to go?
Let's rock and roll,
Yeah.
baby.
Let's rock and roll.
Jericho's hair looks fucking great.
Well, he finally slimmed.
What a match.
He
That
slimmed
was a
down
great
and took
match.
care of himself.
He did slim down and take care of himself.
Yeah.
No, his hair. Just his hair. Like I think he's got like a fresh dye or something.
You would know more than I would. All right, tell me when music's ready, or give me a countdown.
I will. Can you check how is my audio routed through OBS? Like just mine, because on the YouTube it doesn't sound like this microphone. It sounds like it's coming from this.
It sounds like it's coming from a distance.
Yeah, it is. It sounds not like this microphone should sound. It doesn't sound like how it sounds on the RSS feed.
Really? Oh, let me see.
Like if you just go back and listen to my audio on the YouTube, it just sounds on the RSS feed.
It sounds fine to me.
Like if you can, is it on YouTube?
What's up? I just listened to it. It sounds fine to me.
Oh no, it does sound fine to me too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on.
You sound good, and I'm watching us on Twitch.
I'm literally looking myself on. I'm trying. Okay, I'm gonna speak words, say things. Let's see how I hear them on the TV. The fuck? All right, watch last week's then, because I don't know. It's just I don't know what the fuck it is. I think I've been trying to fix my settings in Skype and the computer and whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I got it. So I'll make a note of what the fuck I did this week.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, your audio and Kay's audio are all routed through the same.
It's all the same thing. So
I just had to mute one of your guys' sound.
Sometimes it's just I hear myself on the YouTube. I sound like ass. It's just like I sound like I'm on a headset.
He used to be on a headset. I remember those days.
Yeah, my mix was broken. My mix was getting fixed. All right, I'll give you a 5.
Yeah, give me a 5 count, please.
All right, let me start rolling. Manana, do 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 do. And a 5, 4, a 3, 2, 1, and.
Coming up this week on Kings of the Rings podcast, Dolph Ziggler is a world champion again. No, we're totally serious.
Hooray!
We discussed this internet-breaking victory just weeks away from WrestleMania. Plus, the Hall of Fame is finally ready for Vader Time. AEW put on a wild Revolution pay-per-view. Randy Orton has friends, and Pat McAfee gets Vince to open up. If you had any of this on your 2022 bingo card, who are you, and when will gas prices start going down again? We're stealing the show this week and smacking it raw on Kings of the Rings podcast exclusively on Wrestle Addict Radio, and it starts right now.
Yo, did you script any of that?
Now it's off the cuff.
Oh, that was great.
Not off the cuff, but like I wrote it. Dolph Ziggler won a fucking title on NXT.
Who the fuck cares?
Me.
Yeah,
I
so
care.
here's the thing.
Will.
Here's the thing. What's going on, folks? But here's the thing.
I didn't even watch it yet.
So, well, remember when we initially did the Mount Rushmore and we had the list and we got mad at the Valkyrie for including fucking Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah,
That's
a little
the
bit.
first thought that came to my mind. I'm like, these fucking hoes.
I forgot about that.
These fucking hoes.
You know what? We
right.
were still right. Fuck 'em.
Well,
Sorry, K Murphy, not you.
welcome everybody to
The best
episode.
there is, the best there was,
Stop
and
it.
the best Valkyrie.
Stop it. And welcome to episode 286 of Kings of the Rings podcast, so eloquently called Stealing the Show. I am your host, King Ricky Rose, along with Will Tarashak and internet ready, the K Murphy, this week. There's a lot of shit going on in wrestling right now. It feels like Mania week or Mania season because there are just news and things, and there's a whole lot of shit going on. And a video game that's not glitchy. There's a lot of stuff in wrestling that we have to talk about. But before we get into any of that, Will, how are you?
Dude, I am doing so well. I feel like I'm hitting a new stride in my life right now. A lot of big things coming, a lot of plans along the way, a lot of money can be put in my pocket. And
Let's
I am
hope.
very, very excited. And speaking of excited, last week I interviewed K Murphy, the very own Kings of the Rings, K Murphy, on the Talking with Tarashak podcast that will be released 2 weeks from today. Ladies and gentlemen, everything in between. The wonderful K Murphy will be a guest on that podcast. And tomorrow I am speaking with the one and only Mr. Fretz on that very same podcast, which will be released 3 weeks from today. But K Murphy, thank you again so much for being a guest. And I had such a great time with you. I can't wait to bring you back.
I had so much fun, and we need to come back and have an Animal Crossing episode. We need to have a Lord of the Rings episode.
Oh, for sure.
Well, we need several crossover episodes.
It's okay. My rules are the guests can only come back once per quarter. So I'll hit you up in the summer.
Hell yeah. We'll do it for my birthday.
Yes, we can do it for your birthday, and I believe and I'll do it again in the fall after Lord of the Rings Amazon show is done. Don't worry, it's season 1. It starts in September.
Yes, September 5th, I believe. Yep. I cannot fucking wait for that show. They opened a Lord of the Rings themed restaurant here in Astoria that
really?
We're all gonna go to. Yo, it looks so good. It's called 11Z's.
Oh my god, is it a diner?
It's like they have small plates and it's
I'm gonna Google this.
Food.
Look
it up.
Look at my oh, fuck the phone. I'm gonna get my computer.
It's 11Z's.
I love that.
It's very Lord of the Rings inspired. They're starting to include more food. But they have desserts. They got vegan shit.
Yeah.
They got coffees and stuff. So I need to go to a Lord of the Rings brunch.
Is it a bakery?
It's bigger than a bakery.
So
but they're expanding the menu over time.
Oh, so
right
it's
now
small,
they
but
have,
it's going to be
stuff.
bigger.
Yes. The menu will expand.
Would you say it's coffee shop-ish?
Yes, but more.
Is it on
That makes
35th Ave?
Oh yeah, we have. I think we have a troll in the chat.
Well, too bad.
Again?
Yeah.
What else? What do we got now?
Look,
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
no.
That's
What is
weird.
it? Yeah, let's not do any of that.
Yeah, no.
That's right.
We
They're,
do not promote
yep.
those
They're
behaviors.
gone. Anywho, besides all this clowning around, see what I did there, in wrestling. There's a lot going on, and welcome back, Kay. And I'm glad that you're here for all of our madness
Thanks,
that's
God.
going on this week, with everything in wrestling. And first and foremost, it's time. It's time. It's Vader time.
All right, where's my? I have the applause. What the fuck am I
Yeah,
doing?
what?
Why am I
you actually
clapping?
applauding? Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This is shaped up to be my favorite Hall of Fame class ever. 3 guys I love.
Well, there's
and
only
always
2.
think, you know, well, the Psycho Sid's a rumor.
Sid is the rumor.
Really?
Yes.
I've been saying for years Psycho Sid needs. Ever since I started watching Psycho Sid in 2014, after the network came out,
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker needs to be in the Hall of Fame. But Vader should have been in the Hall of Fame before 2014. You know, when he was alive.
Well, he died in 2019, I believe.
He's still alive
Yeah,
pre-2014.
that's also very true. Yeah, no, Vader should have been there a long time. And like, when you look back and let's go into Psycho Sid really quick, or Sid Vicious, whatever you want to call him during his many iterations, Sid was the guy of the mid '90s for a long time.
Late night, yeah, and late 90s.
Mid to late. Sid was that guy. Like, it was Nash, and then it was Sid. Like, he was the next big man, and he was good. I remember when I first started watching wrestling, Sid was the guy, and Taker had to beat Sid.
Listen to Pritchard and Conrad do their episode on Sid, Psycho Sid, whatever he is.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he was the guy.
Yeah.
And they knew him as the guy, but he was a little hard to work with because he loved playing softball. And he was always injured.
Yeah.
So he wasn't as reliable. But yeah, still a Hall of Famer. I fucking
Yeah.
love Psycho
Horrible
Sid.
promo, too, but whatever.
No, the best promos. Especially when he asks you if we're live.
But back to Big Van Vader. This is a guy who essentially never won the big title in WWE. I believe he won in WCW.
I believe NWA is maybe.
Yeah.
He did. He definitely won WCW, correct?
Yeah, this man is he's the Keith Lee prototype. This man was
Yes.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 4. He's a lot bigger than Keith was, but he could move like no one's business. He was hyper athletic. He's a former lineman from the University of Colorado. Hyper athletic, just very deceptively quick, deceptively smooth. This man, and really, really tough. This man lost his eye in a match in Japan. It popped out of his socket. He popped it back in and finished the match.
Dude, I couldn't do that. Like, what if?
Yeah.
Like, do you think he still had his, like? Could he still see? Like,
Yeah.
When the eye popped out, right? What? Like, how far did it? Was like dislocated? It was like dang. Like, how far?
I don't remember how the story
I've been wondering
goes.
this forever. Like, or is like, because like how like was it just dislodged? Because it's like I'm thinking if it popped, I'm thinking it popped like kind of sound.
Yeah. I don't know, but like that would have freaked me out. Like, no, match is over. My eyes are going. I'm like, I'm freaked the fuck out. This guy finished the match and popped his eye back in.
Oh.
It is crazy, and you know, unfortunately, the last big thing we knew Vader for is because he went in that feud with Will Ospreay over flippy shit.
Don't forget Vader's performance on Boy Meets World.
Vader was also big in the 90s too because he did do Boy Meets World as well. Yeah.
He was also almost arrested in Kuwait. Actually, he might have actually been arrested in Kuwait for attacking the journalist.
Yeah. Vader has a crazy run. If you want to see great Vader, look at his WCW run in the early 90s. He's fantastic.
Yeah, his WWE run honestly was a flop.
He was there to help get other people over, but like he was past where he was in his earlier years.
Yeah, like he was a modern day. Like I'll compare him to the closest thing we have modern day is Samoa Joe in WWE.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have a terrible run, but just like, dude, what you know him as and where he came from and knowing him in the past, he should have been a top guy.
Yeah.
Right guy, wrong place. Right guy, right time. Wrong time.
Yeah, right guy, wrong
Yeah.
time. Yeah. He
Yeah.
just missed it. He was in
And he was stinky.
well, you can't cover everything. You're 400 pounds. He's a big man.
Dude, apparently he never washed his tights.
Such an ass. That's
why Sean hated working with him because he was stinky.
Such a dick move to do. That's such a dick move to do. But hey, this man deserves all wrestling Hall of Fame. It's great work. When he made the Hall of Fame, I rewatched the last time he was on TV for WWE when they were doing the 100 Raw 1000, and he was
like,
and he said had to go up against all the Raw legends.
I think Psycho Sid was on that show too.
Sid was on because so he did every week. Somebody came back.
Mm-hmm.
So one time it was Doink the Clown. One time
Heath Slater, right?
Yeah,
I think it was Heath
it was
Slater.
Heath Slater. I mean, say what you want about Heath. Heath Slater's great at being the dumbass.
Dude, Heath had a great career. I don't care what anyone says.
And then they were in Colorado, and he goes, "It's Slater time, baby." And then Vader mic checks him with Vader Time,
Right.
and he gives him a hell of a Vader bomb.
I remember.
Hell of a Vader bomb. But congratulations to Vader. You now have Undertaker confirmed, Vader confirmed. I don't even know who's going to induct Vader into the Hall of Fame.
I heard Vin.
No, not for Vader.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Taker.
No. Oh, no. It is going to be Taker, but I don't know who's.
Well,
I think he has sons, so I think his sons are going to induct him.
can we think of any reason why Vader wasn't put in earlier? Like, he didn't have heat
No.
with the company, I don't think.
No, I think it's one of those things where like people just forgot for some reason.
Yeah.
Fans never forgot.
I never forgot about Vader. Like Vader's on a real short list for that. So we'll see what happens. But I'm glad I'm going to the Hall of Fame this year because now I get to see Taker and Vader get into the Hall, which is.
Wait, you're going to Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah, SmackDown 2 for 1, baby.
Wow, I didn't know they were actually letting people go to the Hall of Fame.
Well, it's going to be right after SmackDown, so it's going to be in the same night.
Good for you.
Instead of splitting them up, and doing.
Yeah, whoever wants to stay.
Yeah, which is fine by me. I already have good seats for it. Speaking of Vince McMahon, did any of you guys actually watch this interview or some of it or any of it?
No.
No, I knew I got what I need to get out of it. I saw what I got the big news from it. I didn't even actually listen to the whole.
It was.
How long was he on? It's like
he was on
20 minutes.
No, he was on for like an hour and a half.
No,
Wow.
Vince was on Pat McAfee for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
He was on the whole show.
for the most part, yeah.
Wild.
Well, no. Well, Pat's show started at noon, but Vince didn't get on until around 2:00. But he was there for He was there for a long time.
Actually, I know Pat McAfee does his show in blocks. Dude, his show is
Every day.
it's you have to listen to it live. It's that kind of show.
Yeah. I thought here's my takeaways from this. Pat McAfee did a great job opening Vince up. Mm-hmm. This wasn't like Vince playing a character. This is literally Vince being himself, which is really cool to see because you never get an interview like this from Vince in public. Couple of points I got because I didn't watch the whole thing because I had to eventually go back to work because I work from home. But Vince said this. Pat McAfee asked him, does Vince pay attention to what other people say about him, to social media, and all these other things? And he goes, no, not at all. And so Vince's explanation was, listen, no matter what I do, you've already made up your mind about who I am as a person. So if you think I'm an asshole, then congratulations, I'm an asshole. Nothing I'm going to do or say is going to change that.
Doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. It's interesting. Like one of the keys being successful is just not giving a fuck.
Yeah, and then Vince talked about what did he say? Oh, Pat McAfee asked him about like some of the decisions that he makes, and Vince said all my decisions are purely business, but it said it got easier for him to make those decisions when they became a publicly traded company, which I thought was a very interesting tell by Vince about how he used to do some of his dealings with business. Another thing that I think was interesting, the fact that he's inducting Taker was a huge deal. Because he even says that's going to be tough, for me because of how close he is. And so I think that is absolutely fucking wild that Vince is going to do that. What was another thing he said? Oh, he talked about growing up in a trailer park in North Carolina and how he had to fight to survive. So that's his whole mentality because Pat McAfee asked him about competition and how people have said when Vince is up against competition, that's when he's at his best. So Vince McMahon has this moniker. He has, I guess, the way that he goes about business and everything. He goes, if you get into a fight with me and you do not kill me and I survive the fight or the beatdown, then I have already won.
Interesting.
And so those are some of the takes that I got from it. Like I said, it's brilliant. If you get a chance, it's obviously clipped up on YouTube on Pat McAfee's YouTube page. I think it's good. He's funny. He calls Michael Cole a horrible human being.
Oh, Pat McAfee. Yeah, Pat McAfee does.
No, Vince does.
Vince does?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, nice. Yeah, because Pat McAfee kept up the gimmick on SmackDown.
Yeah, Vince is because Vince has a sense of humor. And I kind of also get grandpa vibes from Vince because he's like 76. Although this man works out at 1:30 at night till 3 a.m.
Yeah, that guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, and Vince even admits, he goes, I know I'm built differently than everybody else.
Yeah, he is.
He goes,
he really is.
He goes, I am aware of that. Like he's aware that his shit is just not normal, and he talks about how there's always something going on in his head, like idea wise. And
Me too.
But like multiple things going on at once, and it's pretty crazy to really get that in depth of a conversation with Vince, and to keep him also lighthearted too as well. Because Pat McAfee's like, you're 76 years old. It's like, who told you that? Pat McAfee's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, the internet, Vince, the internet told me.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I bought Wikipedia.
So it's cool. I think he also talked about why he decided to, use the word stupendous for this year's WrestleMania. He's like, yeah,
Why?
Huh? Essentially,
Why?
it's a word that nobody uses, that nobody's used in a long time.
He's not wrong. It's a good, fair enough,
Yeah.
dude. You know what? Like, all right, I buy that. I'll take that. It's a good answer. Valid reason.
He's like, you want to name it something that's memorable and that'll grab people, and he's like you look at the word stupendous, and you're like, ooh. No one really uses stupendous.
Yeah, why'd you call the name stupendous? Because you asked me about the word That's why. Because I knew you were going to ask me about it. That's literally the reason why.
And then also, last but not least, Vince McMahon offered Pat McAfee a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's another thing too. They worked it. That was the angle they were working.
Yeah, and guess what, folks? It's not against Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon is 76 and shouldn't be in a ring.
Who the fuck actually thought it was going to be against Vince other than Dave Meltzer?
Marks?
I don't know if Dave Meltzer actually said that, but I'm assuming he did.
He probably did.
Or Scoop Satin probably did.
Now, Satin's a little bit more tame these days. Because I think that's...
Sean Ross Sapp?
Huh?
Sean Ross Sapp?
Yeah, maybe.
No, Sapp would not.
It might have been Sapp. Who the fuck knows?
Chris Van
JD.
No, it's not Van.
JD,
it's not Van Vliet. It's probably JD from NY.
JD from New York 206.
Yeah, fuck JD from NY, by the way. So that's
Yeah.
all the caps there. So it's not Vince. It's Austin Theory though. Because
Dude, honestly, I'm excited for it. That's a good pre-show match, I guess. I don't know.
Listen,
it's a good match 3 in the card.
Listen, Pat McAfee was really good in NXT.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Yeah.
Austin Theory's super talented. I'm interested.
Austin Theory. Say what you want about Austin Theory. This man's going to headline a WrestleMania in about 5 years.
I hope
You
so.
I mean, Will and I, a lot of us have known this since we watched him in Evolve. I'm like, this is the guy.
Mm-hmm. We heard Gargano literally say it.
Yeah, this is the guy. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a good second WrestleMania match for Austin Theory because he was in that random tag one during the pandemic, and so it is official. Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Pat McAfee, Austin Theory, in the singles match, looking like to be on WrestleMania Sunday as part of the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time because we're gonna.
Dude, I'm so excited for this WrestleMania. I am fucking pumped. It's gonna be it's a great card.
It's an interesting card. We're going to go through what we know of the card a little bit later on. But let's move on to Texas-hating Kevin Owens. Because this is
I love how it has in his graphic.
You read the graphic. It says, from Quebec.
Oh, my God.
Signature move, the stunner. Admits to hating Texas. So, Kevin and Seth lost the tag title match to RK Bro. RK Bro is the Raw Tag Champions again. And now...
Again?
Yes.
Who is the Raw Tag Champions?
Before, it was Shoosh.
Yeah.
Alpha
It was
Academy.
Alpha
Yes, Shoosh. Hey, Murphy.
Shoosh.
It was Alpha Academy. I got that one right. Thank you.
Shoosh.
I don't watch.
Oh, well,
I haven't watched
do you
Raw
know they added
once this year.
Shoosh? They added Shoosh to their entrance song.
That's really funny.
So the first thing you hear is Shoosh, and then the song comes.
Dude, it's just like Alpha Academy is they found a rhythm. It's just stupid enough to work.
Pretty much. And Otis is a great secondary comedic person. But yeah, so Kevin Owens is now distraught. Seth Rollins is also distraught. We don't know how they're getting the Mania. Kevin Owens devises this fucking ridiculous plan that he wants to host the KO show at WrestleMania against a Texas legend. He doesn't want to do JBL because JBL's boring. He doesn't want to do Booker T because Booker T was in Harlem Heat, and that's not really Texas.
Dude, I've been watching all the past few weeks. Cameron, you should be watching. You should
watch
watch
Raw. Okay.
At least during mini season, because it's been pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's been relatively okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I meant to watch it today, but then I started doing some tests and I lost track of time.
yeah, he didn't want to do. He wanted to do Shawn Michaels, but he's a diehard Canadian. Out of respect for Bret Hart, he's not going to introduce Shawn Michaels because people still haven't gotten over that. So he figured he'll challenge or he'll call out Stone Cold Steve Austin, and less than 12 hours later,
Oh hell yeah!
Stone Cold accepted. So yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens, in a segment, in a fight.
It's brilliant, dude. It's fucking brilliant.
Saturday night one of WrestleMania.
Dude, night one, you have the KO show.
Yeah.
The match gets booked for night two. Stun. You get Austin on both nights of Mania.
Potentially. And by the way, people,
that's definitely what's going to happen.
They've done an angle like this before, which is actually kind of brilliant. Because if you look back in the history of WrestleMania, Rowdy Piper did an angle with Stone Cold Steve Austin just like this. Mm. They did a live Piper's Pit, and it was in the Garden. So this has been done before. So I'm interested to see where this goes. And if Austin actually does get in the ring and does a match at Mania.
No way.
Yeah, I think it's very possible.
Yeah.
This is the closest we've ever been to an Austin in-ring return.
Yeah.
This might be, if it doesn't happen here, it's probably never going to happen, but I'm going to give it a 75% chance that it does hapen.
Listen, that glass shattering is going to be
deafening
Both
again.
Nights.
Yeah.
Both nights, dude. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You might hear it twice.
Yeah, I mean, hearing it once in my life was enough, but I've heard it multiple times. It's oh my god, it's there is nothing like it. Like I've heard The Rock's entrance, I've heard Taker. There's nothing like the glass shattering.
Yeah. I would lose my shit.
Okay. It's really funny. So when they wanted to put up the graphic for this at the end of Raw, but they played Austin's music, so the entire place popped.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We've been Raw went off the air, and there's video footage. I gotta find it. Kevin Owens is still in the ring, and Kevin Owens is like, "What? Did you guys really think he was coming out?" He goes, "You live in Cleveland."
To be fair, he always got a good point sometimes.
That's a point.
I mean, The Miz had a good point too when he talked about Cleveland earlier on the show. He goes, "Winners leave Cleveland." I was like, "Fuck, he's got a point."
Also true. Winners do leave Cleveland.
Winners leave Cleveland. So we have KO in Austin at Mania. You have Pat McAfee and Austin Theory at Mania, and Dolph Ziggler's an NXT champion.
God.
What a week. What a week.
I ended up getting pulled away to deal with some other stuff, but I actively made the decision that I was going to watch NXT this week because my boy is the champion.
Twitter exploded when this happens.
It should have been me.
It's finally him. He's finally got his Oscar moment. He finally got his moment.
I saw a cut. I think I was on like Facebook or something. It was that it should have been me with the Nikita's doing her split finish.
Yeah.
And Dolph's like, it should have been me.
Oh my god!
so happy for him.
NXT was wild this week. I will tell you about it. And to have this be the icing on the cake of Dolph Ziggler winning, they protected the fuck out of Braun Breaker. And
Did Ciampa eat the pin?
Ciampa ate the pin. Rude came out, pulled Breaker out of the ring, almost exposing his booty crack. And Ciampa took a mean super kick. Because how else would Dolph win the world title via super kick? Because he's fucking Shawn Michaels.
Dude, how much you want to bet Dolph's next match he gets concussed? And they bring back Alberto Del Rio to win that NXT title, baby.
Shut your mouth. No. I will not accept an Alberto Del Rio return.
Oh, but you'll
No.
find the concussion, though. That's fine.
I
didn't say I was fine with concussions.
I still don't know what to think.
I would never wish concussion on somebody
No.
except Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I don't know what to think
No.
of this.
No, I'm kidding, Kay. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know what Dolph Ziggler is the NXT champion.
I love it.
Yeah,
He's
Kay
probably
texted
gonna
me.
be-
I was just like, I don't believe you. Like, you're ribbing me.
But here's why it's.
You were the first person I texted when I found out.
Oh, I'm honored. That's amazing.
I'm surprised you didn't hit me up. I was waiting for it too. I was waiting for someone.
I fell asleep, honestly.
Here's why Dolph Ziggler as the NXT champion works in all aspects. Because Dolph Ziggler is the NXT champion. That alone makes people say, "Fuck, do I have to start watching NXT?"
It's making me say that.
And that's
make me say that.
I know you just laughed.
Dude, I don't care.
You haven't
It
cared
doesn't
for Dolph in
make
a
me watch it
while.
more. It might make me want to it might make me want to watch it less. 'Cause it's NXT 2.0, meaning it's new. It's something different. And now Dolph Ziggler's your champion.
Well, Dolph Ziggler's never been champion in NXT, so that is different. And Mandy Rose was never
but-
champion. That's also different as well.
That is true, but 2.0, I think of like, the new generation.
Yeah,
Dolph
but
Ziggler
the
is
new,
necessarily the new generation.
but the new generation also has to prove himself against somebody, and so that's why Ciampa stayed back, but Ciampa's not enough. So you got it works on multiple levels because it's one thing to have like the quote unquote new generation go up and face each other, face within themselves all the time, but that's not a good measuring stick. You know what I mean? So you gotta sometimes bring in vets to see how well they fare. I do like that they're integrating them a lot more onto Raw because that kind of works because they're still under NBC. It's just I didn't expect this motherfucker to win the world title.
I'm hyped.
I thought he was there just to help people out. Like didn't think he was gonna win.
Is Braun Breaker going to the main roster?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, he's facing Cody Rhodes WrestleMania.
What?
He's not.
No,
He's
could you
not.
imagine,
Stop.
though?
Could you stop?
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing. I don't know if we're talking about this because I didn't read the outline, but I'm hearing.
All that time
Cody
I
Rhodes
worked on the outline. All that time I worked on the outline, Kay.
Sorry, Ricky, but I heard he's showing up at Mania.
Who knows what's going to happen? All I know is Dolph Ziggler is the NXT champion. He's going to be headlining NXT Stand and Deliver, which, yes, is the same day as WrestleMania Night 1. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Pre-sale tickets went on sale, and they're really fucking cheap.
Yeah, because they know nobody's going to go.
We're talking like $21 to $36 for lower bowl in the American Airlines arena. And like, I'm considering it, but then I realized I like to have breakfast too.
Yo, William Regal's accompanying Bryan Danielson to the ring right now. This is fucking amazing.
Oh, we're going to talk about that. So NXT Stand and Deliver is a thing, but here's my other thought about this. Now that Dolph Ziggler won the NXT Championship, I was like, wow, Carmelo Hayes is really the A champion these days now, isn't he?
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, right? So, that card yet to be determined. So, like we said, RK Bro are the Raw Tag Champions again. Randy Orton, he said he's going to say the F word, and now he has Matt Riddle as his friend, which he doesn't have many of in WWE, which I'm not
The F
surprised.
word is friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
Randy went on a promo at the end of this victory. He said this is the most fun he's ever had in wrestling in 20 years. He said he'll wrestle till he's got another decade in him.
I believe it, dude.
So, and he said Matt Riddle is his friend. Like, Randy was happy. He also hit one of the greatest RKOs I've ever seen in my life.
I did see that. I did
I
mean to
heard
watch
about
Raw today, but I forgot.
No,
I'll
you
watch
need to
it.
see
I'll probably
it.
watch it tonight.
It was beautiful.
I did see it. I saw a gif of it, and I've watched it probably about 2,000 times.
He's just good. I mean, we also have other title changes. Ricochet won the Intercontinental Championship because he still exists.
That title means nothing.
It depends on who he goes up against. Yeah. We have Dolph as a champion. Ricochet won the IC. RK Bro winning it. And here's what we have for WrestleMania thus far.
And Austin might wrestle.
And Austin might wrestle.
Not just Theory. Just, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin might wrestle. So here's the WrestleMania card, but I have right now. In no particular order, by the way. No particular order. Bianca, Becky, Raw Women's title. You also have Drew versus Happy Corbin because that needs to end. AJ Styles versus Edge. Okay.
Isn't AJ Styles injured?
No, please. It's kayfabe.
It's a work.
It's a work. Yeah.
Okay.
AJ Styles, Edge, Austin Theory, Pat McAfee, Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul, Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
Match of the year, baby.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens, maybe in a match, maybe not in a match, probably in both. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The women's tag team titles is now a triple threat. You have formerly Team Bad Sasha and Naomi versus Zelina and Carmella versus Rhea Ripley and her sidekick, the lovable loser Liv Morgan. And obviously, and the main event, Roman versus Brock. Title versus title in a championship unification bout. Fuck, dude.
It's a great card.
And there's still more. And there's still more.
My friends and I are trying to coordinate who will be hosting Mania this year because there are 2 nights. I literally am begging to host the night for Johnny Knoxville.
I believe he is night 1?
That's what I thought. You know what's fucked up? The week of WrestleMania.
No, my fault. He's night 2. He's night 2. Sorry, okay.
WrestleMania weekend, they're changing my shift at work. So my shift begins at 4:00 in the morning, effective April 1st. Like that's a WrestleMania.
April Fool's K.
Yeah, right?
I know. It's not conducive for WrestleMania. So like I'm a die.
You can make it through. Just get some Zoa energy drink by The Rock.
What's that?
Zoa energy drink? It's like the fastest. This right here. Funny you should mention that. It's The Rock's energy drink. It's actually really good.
Rock Bull didn't have a good name to it.
Cute.
No, it's
Bull
good.
Rock did though. He didn't listen to me.
Yeah, it also
Laura.
it also comes in sugar free. You can buy them on like Amazon by the cases. They're actually pretty great and wonderful, and they taste good. So that's WrestleMania. And on top of all of this that's happening leading into WrestleMania week, AEW decided to go balls to walls for Revolution. Botched the shit out of a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, they did. But I don't give a fuck. This pay-per-view was 10 crowns.
But
It was outstanding.
balls to walls, nonetheless. The craziest thing that I think happened is William Regal, who we all thought was just going to go off into the sunset,
Yeah.
decided he's going to show up.
That was my second biggest pop of the whole night.
Yeah. Decided he was going to show up and play the angry dad who just got home from work.
Basically. That's the perfect way to put it. And you know
said,
what?
You two shake hands and make up.
I was like, why the fuck is William Regal here? But then once he headbutted Moxie, got blood on his face. I was like, okay, I'm in.
I will send you guys back to NXT. Not the good one either.
He got a massive pop.
Yeah. It's Regal.
It was great. I love William Regal.
It's Regal. And
Me too.
And I bet you, no matter what happens, he will always be called Mr. Regal, even in AEW. No one will ever call him William.
I think JR did, or Excalibur did on the broadcast.
I mean, I'm talking about like people who interact with him.
Backstage?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so, dude. That's such a great gimmick.
Yeah. You know what it was? When I first saw this, I wanted Riga to get a mic and look around and go, "War Games!" and then walk out. The cage starts lowering. Oh, that'd be a great Regal gimmick. So, who knows what's going to become of this? I know you're watching AEW right now, Kay. But Regal's All Elite.
I love it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Me too.
Great mind for that company, too.
Yeah, hopefully they utilize it.
He's listed as a coach as well, so I think that's going to be very helpful.
Now we have to listen to him as a coach, too. Why wouldn't you listen to Regal? Man's done everything in wrestling you can think of.
He looks so happy.
Not in this picture. He looks like an angry dad, but like...
No, on television. This pop he's getting is fucking unreal. I can't wait to watch this back full volume.
Yeah.
It's I am listening for the sole purpose that today is Jeff Hardy Liberation Day.
He's not
I'm
coming out.
fucking waiting.
No, stop it.
It's tonight or next week. I know he's there.
Well, yeah, he has nothing else to do.
He came back in my dream the other night.
What, Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, I was at an AEW show and he showed up.
He's probably getting royalties from 2K22 because he's also in the game. And you can change his face paint, I found out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
That is
Also happening on AEW Revolution, some guy named Swerve showed up as well, but no one cared because Regal showed up first.
No, Regal showed up after.
Regal showed up after, and everybody forgot that Swerve was...
Because they posted that Swerve signed on Twitter beforehand, so no one gave a fuck.
Which is a shame. He's also in WWE 2K, and his moveset's so fucking good. So fucking good. Yeah, Swerve's All Elite too.
Swerve.
Good
for him, I guess.
It's the shame of all this because he got blindsided by Regal.
Have fun losing to Hook.
Yeah. At least he has the podcast. And Hit Row. Oh no, he doesn't have that anymore, does he?
Everyone needs a podcast.
Yes.
Hope Top Dollar shows up.
Well, it's a Swerve City podcast. He had it before WWE, and then WWE took it for a while. So yeah, congratulations to Swerve. Another member of the Unwanted, and finally, AEW Women's World Championship looks like a real belt.
Dude, it's really funny because now I get it. So during the main event, JR goes, "Tony, is that a new belt?" Meaning like the world title, like the men's title.
Yeah.
Tony was just like, "No, I don't think so." He's like, maybe it shined up a bit. And I think JR was supposed to say that during the women's title. I guess he forgot. Got him confused.
I would have made a bigger deal about like this. I'm looking at this. This title's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It is.
Gorgeous title. It's a title I should have started out with instead of a toy figurine title. But I'm glad. LOL, Britt Baker retained because who else is... Britt Baker beat Thunder Rosa again. Somewhere you've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do give this pay-per-view 10 crowns, but I also skipped both women's matches. Just fast-forwarded right through
Wait, so
them.
you missed Jade Cargill make out with Tay Conti?
I did. I should go back.
Yeah. That's like the first thing I saw from Revolution. Like, oh, they're all right.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm very glad. I would buy this women's title. This is a damn good women. It's the best looking women's title I've seen.
I'd buy it for my daughter. Sure. I had one.
If you had one, yeah. It's actually made from the Mid-South Wrestling Made in the inspiration was the Mid-South Wrestling Championship belt, but it is damn good and it's perfectly sized. Finally, so congratulations to that. What else happening? Oh yes, guys, have at it. The dog collar match. A lot of theater, a lot of blood, a lot of a lot of ROH themes. Kay, your hand is raised. You have the first comments. Go right ahead.
I'm ready. I am ready. My number one pop of the evening was Miseria Kantari coming back with the ROH gear. My goodness. It was everything. I lost. I had a party for Revolution, and my partner has never seen me watch a pay-per-view before. And I didn't cry. I think I was too shook to cry, but I loved it. I got called the fuck out during this pay-per-view by everyone.
Why?
Because I see Punk in a chain covered in blood.
It's a fair
called
point.
the fuck out.
Mhm.
Knowing Kate Murphy as well as I do, I can imagine what happened next.
Yeah, right.
I got called the fuck out.
Did you tell everybody to
Everybody
leave?
there.
She needed your time.
It took all I had to like not. But that was my match of the night,
Of course it was.
obviously.
It's a great match.
It was great. I loved it. My friend Danielle, she's never really watched wrestling before, so she happened to come upstairs as this match was going on. She's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it's a great match to show a first timer without any context.
Yeah,
There was,
it was really fun.
a lot of blood on this card.
Yeah.
I was very
lot
happy
of-
for it.
A lot of blood. And I was about it. I was like, I think all the matches that got blood deserve blood.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Wardlow coming down, great storytelling. The crowd was hot for it. Like, Punk being 43 years old, however old he is, he's going to put his body through this. Like, it's crazy the run he's on right now and how much he's giving to MJF in particular. Like, this match was terrific.
It kind of reminds me,
I loved it.
even though I didn't really see the whole thing, but it kind of reminds me. Remember, Hell in a Cell with Roman and Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that style of storytelling. Obviously not as brutal with the blood, because obviously they can't really do blood with WWE.
Yeah.
They can't do intentional blood. Let's put it that way. If you bleed, you bleed. But that's kind of the vibes I'm getting with this. It's just that sort of like very emotional brutality that you got from this. Also, Eddie Kingston won a match. Beat
I
Jericho.
enjoyed the Eddie Kingston match. It was fun.
It's another great match.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know who was going to win. So when Eddie got that win, I popped pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, Eddie
I was
deserves
very
a
excited,
win.
very happy for him. The crowd also
I
went
thought-
nuts.
Yeah, I thought it was the correct thing to do is like give it to Eddie.
He needed the win. It's also very interesting for that to kick off the show.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah. That's true. Very, very true.
I thought the tag match was going to start, honestly.
And also, Wardlow's the face of the Revolution. He won the Sonic Ring.
I hated it.
He won the Sonic Ring. So what
But literally,
does this give
that's
Wardlow
how
now?
Huh?
What?
What does this give him now? He gets a chance on
TNT
So-
title.
He's competing against Sammy and I think it's Scorpio Sky, I believe, are competing streak versus title tonight. Whoever wins that is going against Wardlow. It's either on Dynamite next week or on Rampage tomorrow, Friday.
So how come Wardlow just doesn't get an automatic TNT title fight?
He does. It's just they're doing another
That's
one
the name.
first.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like one was already scheduled.
Oh, so
it's
he's
just
he's lying in wait for the winner of that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
He's next in line. Yeah. Honestly, the match was fine. It was different from WWE ladder matches. From what I noticed, one, they did some pretty cool stuff.
Mhm.
Orange Cassidy got really creative, which like when he was lifted up and how he just climbed on the bodies, climbed on the ladder. Interesting. But also the whole match only used like 2 ladders.
Oh.
Like whereas WWE has ladders everywhere and they use so many ladders and it's just ladders. It's like it makes it look, the fact they only used one for the most part and then they had a second one in, it felt more realistic.
One of them
The
seemed really little, though.
The original ladder matches only used one. And I think NXT's first ladder match, when it was Neville versus Bo Dallas, for NXT title, only used one ladder as well.
I think it's better. I think it looks better. It looks more dangerous.
There are some times when you need more ladders, like a WrestleMania opener. Give me all the ladders. Go fucking nuts. Because it worked a couple years in a row.
And I'm cool with like pulling out extra ladders, but I don't like that. Like, I get the whole setup in the stage, but it's just the ladders everywhere. I think it just looks better.
I
one in the ring.
do agree with you. I don't like the multiple ladders on the stage, or like around the ring. You should have
Around the ring.
You should
yeah.
have to find them.
It's messy.
Yeah, get them under the ring.
Yeah.
You get the one in the ring, like set up.
And then there's extras all over the place. Like there's extras that you got to find.
Yeah, there's under the ring.
Yeah. bonus ones.
Yeah, it's like only use what you actually need. Because if all the ladders are there, you don't use like 3 of them. It just looks stupid.
Because I don't think, I don't think in the multiple ladder matches that I've seen in WWE, I don't think they use all the ladders.
No, they never use all the
Which
ladders.
is the huge faux pas rules. Like if you show it, you have to use it.
Also,
Yeah.
I like the fact that the ladders are black. It makes it look like it hurts more.
Yeah.
Yeah, NXT's ladders were I think black and yellow or just straight black
Yeah.
too.
Black. It was great.
Straight black, yeah.
Yeah, the match was fine. They completely botched one of the first botches. They botched the power bomb with Zoe Starks. Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
It's
Ricky
just like-
Starks hanging through the fucking ring of the ladder.
Yeah,
That
it
looked
went-
miserable.
It's like he went to power bomb him, but he couldn't catch him, and he just kind of fell when he rolled over.
Ooh.
But Ricky Starks, kept his feet up like over his head, like and just sold it. He made up for it.
Good for
I
Yeah.
always would have picked up and done it again if I was Wardlow.
Yeah, if someone batches that, you pick it up and do it again.
Pick up and do it again.
Yeah. Be like, oh, sorry, kid, you fucked up.
or just at that point say fuck it and drop him to the ring.
Mm-hmm. You got to make up for that spot somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you live and you learn. But congratulations to Wardlow. So I guess he's on his own with MJF. MJF is now free to go up against Hangman Page, which I think is the next step after Hangman Page beat Master Chief Adam Cole in his really interesting cosplay of Halo, where he also forgot where the hard cam was, which I also thought was really fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, like you in NXT for how long? You don't know where the fucking camera
He
is?
went to the wrong side.
People make mistakes. It's so okay.
This proves my point that Adam Cole is on vacation right now, playing wrestling with his girlfriend and his friends. That's all he's
Good for
doing.
him, though.
No, congratulations to him. I understand when you want to take a break for a couple of years, just hang out with your friends and your girlfriend. Go right ahead. This further proves my point. Totally forgot where hard cam was. Went to the wrong side of the ring. It's better because someone did a video and you see everybody's faces, like you see Justin Roberts looking at him like, yo, where the fuck are you going? So bad. Oh, but it's so good. Congratulations to hard cam missing Adam Cole. That's gonna live in infamy forever. Like I would, if I was a wrestling coach, I'd be like, this is what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. Also a great match.
Yeah, also a very, very good match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes. So yeah, that's a lot in wrestling. And then also, if that wasn't enough, we have a video game coming up.
Wait, you don't want to talk about that Sting spot?
Oh yeah, Old Man Sting jumped from its table.
Grandpa!
Dude, it was awesome. As soon
I
as
screamed.
they saw they stacked 3 tables, I'm like, oh, that's Sting jumping, isn't it? I was like, Sting's jumping
Yeah.
or going through. Either way, he's padded with all these tables.
Yeah, Old Man
It was
Sting.
great.
I loved it.
The trios tornado tag match, chaos. I loved every second of it. That Sammy doing a Spanish fly off the set onto the ramp, incredible.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
Incredible.
It's like a video game come to life.
Yeah, it was great. I fucking loved it.
Yeah. Speaking of video games come to life, I have bought WWE 2K22. It comes open to the public or for everybody who didn't pre-order this Friday. I played a little bit of it. Some of you guys, if you're part of our Kings of the Rings Discord or Wrestling Radio Discord, have seen me go through a little bit of GM mode, which I'm going to continue to do, and hopefully it's going to expand to something a little bit bigger. But Will has got his eyes on, so Will, I think you're gonna spill the news. And
Me? You want me to spill the news?
I guess this is your idea, really. I was just trying some stuff out the other day, and you're like, we can do something here. So this is your master
I
plan.
thought it was more your idea.
A little bit of both, but you take over because I want to see Kay's reaction for this.
All right, so Kay, what we are doing, Ricky and I, are
Okay.
gonna do GM mode, but we are gonna form the WEA.
You broke up, so I missed all of that.
I broke.
wow,
How did I
really?
break up?
How
I
did
never
that
break up.
happen?
What?
What?
Okay. Fuck me. That's so upsetting.
Can you
So
hear me
anyway,
now?
All I heard was the WEA.
so
Yes.
we are gonna do GM mode, but we are reforming the WEA, and we are gonna go
Oh,
live.
fuck yeah.
We are gonna go live everywhere.
And we're going to have
Yeah.
2 different shows.
So I'm gonna buy the game. We're gonna go live. It's gonna be the video game feed on like our custom background template, which needs to be made, a chat box for me, and like a video box for Ricky. And we're just gonna play the game and live commentate over the matches. We're gonna talk shit. It's gonna be so much fun. We're just gonna be
sounds
utterly
amazing. I can't wait.
ridiculous forming the WEA. So I'm gonna do it when I play for my account. The show is gonna be WEA Explosion.
Ah,
And then Ricky's show is gonna be WEA Outrage.
Yeah, outrage.
And it's gonna be incredible. We're gonna play some matches.
WEA what?
Explosion and outrage.
Explosion and outrage.
Outrage. Oh my goodness.
So what I think we're gonna, what I think about this, I don't know if we'll be able to do GM mode. It might be easier for us to do universe mode, because universe mode will be a lot easier because we'll have full control over everything. You can actually book like a full card, and actually, universe mode helps us create arenas and the different shows and all that stuff.
Do we get to start the high school arena?
We could do a high school arena, yes.
Okay.
We'll
We'll play around with it. We'll figure out what works best. I gotta play the game and see
Play
what works best.
the game and see what works. Yeah.
So on my Animal Crossing island, I am working on a WEA arena.
We need logos and stuff, so if you want to do like a WEA logo or...
I was like, can I make a logo for WEA?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because we can create the WEA championship. Like we can create our own belts in 2K22.
Cameron, if we're gonna go balls to wall with this thing, this booking shit, like,
Yeah.
when you actually book a promo, you can't actually like watch a promo. It's just dead space, pretty much, right, Ricky?
From what I recall, yeah.
So like, we're gonna like pretty much write our own promos. we're gonna book our own storyline.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fantastic once we figure it out. We're gonna play 2K, which I highly recommend. It's actually a very good game. You learn how to play the game through Drew Gulak, which is amazing in and of itself. And so far, it's fun. The graphics are freaking great, especially if you have it on next gen. The controls are more of a fighting game style than like a wrestling game, so you got to get used to it. But like I said, it gives you a lot of room to be creative. The creative suite is already loaded with AEW, so like literally the first day I was on, I went to the creation suite, and somebody had already made the AEW women's title, the new one.
Oh my god, it's next.
Kay is having a heart attack about what?
Next is the emergency board meeting of the AHFO.
The what?
Something is happening. The Andrade Hardy family office. Matt Hardy has promised to change on social media today. I am feeling Matt Hardy is going to leave. My heart is racing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Jeff Hardy could be showing up.
Hold it together, Kay. We're almost done with the show. Shh. Deep breaths. And now it leads us to our future shock, which we try to predict something that's going to go on in the world of wrestling. Obviously, none of us could predict everything that happened this week, especially Dolph Ziggler winning the NXT Championship. But here's one lingering thing that's left out of WrestleMania thus far. Seth freaking Rollins.
Wow. Such a great picture too.
That is a great picture, especially
That's so funny.
Especially with the glove and everything. Kay has just left. I think Kay just went to take like a nervous piss or something like that. I don't know what happened. They ran out really quickly, but it's just me and you right now, Will. So Seth has nothing right now for WrestleMania. The tag team thing went to shit on Raw. Kevin's going off to play Stunner with Stone Cold. And Seth, the last time we saw him, was just very stoic and not answering any reporters' questions. Apparently, I've heard he's blacked out all of his social media.
That's incredible.
For right now. So here's the question. Not here's the question, but WrestleMania right now is already a ridiculously amazing card at this moment right now. A ridiculously amazing and entertaining card. But Seth deserves a spot after the year he's had. What do you do with Seth Rollins?
I only have one answer, and I don't know if it's a good one. I think you could put him up against Finn Balor for that U.S. title.
I think Finn is going up against Damian.
I know, but that's why I don't think it's a good idea because I think you should bump Damian.
Okay.
Because other than Finn Balor, I have no idea what Seth Rollins can do for a match.
You know, yeah, I don't like with Damian. I liked Finn winning the U.S. title from Damian Priest. Fine, cool, whatever. I feel like Finn should have moved away from Damian there. Because it becomes too short of a feud to kind of do. Like, you know, unless you do like some sort of multi-person thing. But I would have loved Seth and Finn. I think it's gonna happen. I mean, Seth can jump over and fuck up Ricochet's IC title run.
You could do that too.
But I think you do a ladder match for that IC title.
You probably have to, dude.
I think that's where you go with that IC title. The only thing that makes sense to me right now, because if it's Seth freaking Rollins, and you have nothing else for him for Mania, he deserves something big, and we may not know what that big thing is until Mania Day. But I think it's Cody.
I don't see it.
Why would
I don't know.
anyone in the world want Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
I mean, it's either that or Veer.
Where do you put it?
I would rather have Veer.
Shut up. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
We've been waiting for him.
And I'm not having Veer show up at WrestleMania.
He's lost in an IKEA somewhere.
Dude,
he will be here.
Veer's vignettes get cut from Hulu Raw. All right? Like, I have no idea who this Veer person is. Not a clue what you guys are talking about.
No one knows who Veer is.
And Hulu Raw is like, Veer who? But okay, let's say Seth does go up against Cody. Where do you book it? Which night and where in the card?
This segment is starting. Muting myself.
Based on what we know about the card now, put him on Sunday.
Okay.
I can't put him on Saturday. I think you put him on Sunday.
It's going to be hard to balance these cards.
Yeah, because there's more matches that have not been announced.
Yeah. There's 16, maybe 16 matches total.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
That's the way it should be. And this, I mean, we may only have like 14, 15 technically. Like this might, like the Seth thing might be a secret thing, or might be a secret segment.
I don't think it's Cody though. That makes it stupid as fuck.
If not Cody, let's take Cody out of the picture. What does Seth do at Mania?
I think Cody Rhodes will win the fucking Andre the Giant Battle Memorial.
Stop it. Stop it.
That'd be so funny. Whoa! You're only smoking mirrors. Whoa!
Seth Rollins versus Bad Bunny.
Versus Seth.
Bad Bunny makes a return.
Dude, I would love that.
I would love to see Bad Bunny at Mania again. I really like watching him wrestle. And I feel like him and Seth would be fun.
Seth versus Gunther. That would be really funny.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer just dropped.
Oh.
It's beautiful. I can't wait.
I don't know. There's it's slim pickings for Seth. Now, it's either got to be somebody big or someone we don't see coming. It's not Shane McMahon frets.
Braun Breaker.
No, Braun. I mean, as much as I think Braun Breaker is going to be a stud, no way in hell. I bring Braun Breaker up from Mania after dropping the NXT title. No.
Well, maybe his drop was to move up.
That's still really quick. Also, you got to think about they're setting up Omos versus Commander Aziz too.
What?
Exactly. That's why you should watch Raw.
Nah, that's on Hulu Raw. I had no idea.
No, yeah, we're setting up Omos versus Commander Aziz.
That's gonna be awful.
Meat slapping majesty at its finest. Two big beefy men slapping on the meat. I honestly don't know what you do with him because AJ's taken, Edge is taken.
Okay. What's it happen?
Biggie and New Day are going to be taken by Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Usos are taken.
Poor Biggie.
Yeah. The Usos are going to be taken up by the Viking Raiders. It's like Seb has to have a monumental thing. Okay, turn your volume down, please. Yeah. Yeah. Seb has to have something monumental and eye-opening.
I hope so, dude. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves a singles match every year, every WrestleMania. He's one of those guys.
Yeah. Seth versus Kane and loser deletes Twitter. Or we can get Seth versus Goldberg, which would be really fucking funny.
Honestly, I'd be... No, I would not. Yeah, no. I take that back immediately. I don't want that.
Well, speaking of which I didn't know until after fact, Goldberg is, that Saudi match was his last contracted match.
I have a problem.
He didn't show up?
No, they're all fucking yelling, Jeff, and Grandpa and Darby came out.
That was silly.
But no, I want
that.
Goldberg to do something.
No, he doesn't need it.
Goldberg and Seth, what's the story? All right, I'll rescue you.
Goldberg goes for a spear and Seth's curb stomps him. That's a great finisher.
Goldberg would be dead.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. So we'll see. But that is probably the most intriguing thing leaving left on this WrestleMania card is what the fuck does Seth Rollins do?
It's the last. Yes, K.
I think he's here.
It's the last missing piece.
I think he's here. Calm down.
And then the
Deep
rest.
breaths,
And
Kay.
the rest of Mania, I just don't give a fuck about the rest of the matches.
Deep breath, Kay. Deep breath. Can you tell us what's going on, Kay? Can you report consciously? Kay, I don't know if that was English. Can you drink some water for me?
Jeffrey.
Yes. Jeffrey the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Jeff Hardy is
Kay,
here.
do not have a panic attack while we're on the show.
I just got a message from downstairs saying, "Are those wrestling screams? Or are you dying?"
Tell them both. Tell them both. Call 911.
That's pretty good.
I
Great
can't
friend.
breathe.
That's a great friend. Those wrestling screams, or are you dying?
The Hardy Boys are back
Is
together.
he doing a dance? It's only true if he does the dance. Is he doing the dance?
They call them the Hardy Brothers because they can't call them the Hardy Boys.
Is it the Hardy Brothers?
Or the Hardy Bros? I don't
Brothers
know.
Hardy?
Brothers Hardy.
They used the classic Hardy's theme. Oh.
Yeah, they did. That's why I started screaming.
Wait, like the WWE classic Hardy's theme?
Yes. Yes.
How'd they get away with that?
Seth versus Kane loser deletes Twitter. Fred, that's amazing, Fred.
I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, congratulations to Jeff Hardy. Breaking news. He is now part of the AEW.
He's officially part of the WEA.
Yeah.
Yo, do you know what this means?
Dude, he's going to be my outrage champion.
He's gonna be.
My
I thought I was outraged.
Whatever. The
My
explosive
Trinity.
champion.
My Trinity is complete.
What do you mean?
Punk, Tommy, and Jeffrey
Mm-hmm.
in one promotion.
That's so many tattoos, bro.
That's a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, fucking.
It's a lot of tattoos and face paint. Calm it down over there, Kay. We need you for next week's show. Definitely do need you for next week's show. But before we get to next week's show, we do also have some other breaking news that we do have to mention here, but I know Kay will probably not be a part of. But Will and I are going to be staying up late on Friday and smacking it raw. That's right, folks. Will and I are going to be making our Pornhub debuts at the same time on the Smacking It Raw Wrestling Podcast, the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub. Will, how do you feel about that?
I totally forgot. I'm going to have to let Jazz know. Because she's staying over that night. So, I'm so excited, dude.
It's
I'm very
Friday,
excited
like
to talk to
2
people.
days from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be at the gay club. I'm staying up all night because Jan is performing.
That's right. We figured you were going to be busy anyway, so.
Sorry, but I hope you enjoy being on Pornhub while I cry for
We'll
Jan.
send you a
So
link.
I'm gonna bookmark it so fast and save it forever. I'm gonna cherish it.
We're going to send you a link. We have been trying to work with them for a couple of months now. Things haven't just gotten
I'm gonna
away,
put
but-
it on my business card. I have one of those dot cards when you just it's a QR code. You can put whatever link you want in. I'm gonna put it on there.
Pornhub. Absolutely, man. So we are going to be joining forces with the Smack and Raw podcast. Hopefully, Kate will get you on as well. Would you know with your schedule permitting and things like that? But I'm very excited for it. I haven't been on another person's wrestling podcast in a while, so I am very excited to venture out to do something like this, and it's good to venture into other podcasts and their worlds and stuff, and make friends. We're all in this together, wrestling friends. So yeah, with that being said, it's only like 3 weeks till Mania, by the way.
My life is going crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
it is absolutely crazy. Did we miss anything this week? Because I think we've covered it all.
What other matches you want to talk about? K Murphy on that card.
On that AEW card?
That Young Bucks match.
Oh, the Young Bucks match was fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun, dude. There's every single time it's so good. I really liked AEW. Moxley and Bryan Danielson had a crazy ass match. Like with people who said we're seeing before in WWE, Dean Ambrose. Shut the fuck up. All right, you shut your whore mouth right now and watch that match and tell me you saw that in WWE. It's incredible. It was incredible. Great card.
Yeah. It's the time of the year where wrestling is just good all across the board. You almost cannot fail right now in wrestling, unless you're Braun Breaker in NXT, because Dolph Ziggler is your world champion. But hey, it is what it is. But without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Because we got a Smack and Raw this week, so we got to get our sleep. Deep reps.
The stretch. It hurts.
I bet. Post show coming up after this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to the episode 286 of Kings of the Rings podcast, Stealing the Show. Dolph Ziggler stole the show this week, but then Jeff Hardy stole the show at the end of this show. Of course, because Kay's triangle of whatever has come to
the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, Kay's Bermuda Triangle of daddies have all come to fruition.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What a week. And
I am fulfilled.
yeah, and it's only going to get crazier than this as we keep going down this wild road to WrestleMania. Of course, I'm your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us 5-star reviews wherever you can leave reviews. Listen to us each and every week on YouTube or wherever you listen to any of your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube, but listen to us wherever you listen to any of your podcasts by subscribing to Wrestle Addict Radio, our network home, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio's Twitter at addict_wrestle and Wrestle Addict Radio on Facebook and Instagram. Links to all of our stuff, including merchandise, is going to be in the description below. And also, last but not least, find myself and Willie T on Pornhub this Friday night as we go live for the Smacking It Raw podcast. Will, are you ready?
No. Not at all. I have no idea what you're
I'm so glad I bought a robe.
I'm going to wear my robe too. It's going to be a great time. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to meeting these people. I think it's men and women? Right?
It's Matt Ritter, and I forgot the female's name.
Okay, but whatever. I'm Will Tarashuk, T.S. Thomas, A-R-A-S-H-U. My other podcast is Talking with Tarashuk, T.S. Thomas, A-R-A-S-H-U-K. Kay Murphy will be a guest, not this week, not next week, the following week. Mr. Fretz will be on the following week after that. And sometime in April, the very own Podfather, Ant DeStefano, will be a guest on the Talking with Tarashuk podcast. Looking forward to talking to Ant about his streaming, how he does all the family, and a lot of Linkin Park, because that man loves Linkin Park.
Yes, he does.
So it's going to be a great time. I'm very excited. If you guys want to be a guest on the podcast, You just got to reach out to me at will@apspodcast.com. That's WILL@apspodcast.com. And let me know why. If you make me go, ooh, congratulations. You get a spot. You get your slot, and you will be on the interwebs. Kay Murphy, I can't wait to have you back on so you can talk about Drag Race.
Yes, I cannot wait to come back and talk about Drag Race and Animal Crossing and Lord of the Rings and everything fun. Right now, all I give a fuck about is Jeff Hardy.
Of course.
Like, I haven't felt joy like this in a minute. So, like, I very much needed Jeff Hardy to show up tonight. So thank you, Jeffrey, for once again being the best. You can find me crying about Jeff Hardy across all social media platforms at TheK Murphy, TheKae Murphy. Obviously, keep an eye out for Talking with Tara Shuck in a few weeks to hear me be gay and do stuff. And yeah, I'm getting violently high now, and I think we should go to the post show.
Yeah, we are.
Take it away, Ricky.
Wow, did you? Wow, my goodness, you are happy. You're gay, and you're just totally taking freedoms right now. I love it. I know you don't right now. As Will rocks out to his own white boy music. We're gonna take a quick commercial break or whatever we're gonna do, but we are gonna start heading towards our post show. So yeah, and hopefully by the time you listen to this, we'll already make our Pornhub debut. When we come back next week, we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about whatever crazy thing that's going to happen in wrestling this week, and hopefully it's not Dolph Ziggler winning another world title, but who knows? Who knows?
Here comes the guitar solo.
Oh my God, we're getting out of here. I'll see you next week, folks. Goodbye, good night, and fuck you, Slack.
Midnight music. Midnight music. music.
Oh, my middle phone.
Adam versus the Covenant.
Midnight music.
I love those guys. Oh man.
Vicky, you have no idea how excited I am for the WEA.
I gotta mess around with universe mode to make sure it'll be better for what we want to do.
Like, dude, when we call matches, who's gonna be Michael Cole and who's gonna be Pat McAfee? or do you want to alternate?
We can alternate. We gotta come up with random names too.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Michael Schiavone.
No, I'm Buck McGavin.
Buck McGavin, I like that.
You put that in the doc.
Oh my god.
What else? Let's see what else I wrote in here. Also, do you love I had the 2016 Royal Rumble theme? Like those are the kind of visuals I pictured in my head. Something that looks like that the arches, that Coliseum, like that white marble.
Yeah.
What I'm picturing for like the branding and what it looks like.
The Wrestling Elite Alliance. The WEA.
Wrestling Elite Alliance. The Wee! It's like the crowd just chants Wee! 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 And then WEA. WEA. It's just Wee!
I love that.
Oh my god. That would be great. I can see if I can come up with something. What would what's a nickname I haven't used in a while?
Buck McGavin.
Oh, you can call me Snagglepuss. Buck McGavin and Snagglepuss.
Just Snagglepuss?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Snaggle.
I spell it SNAGULPUS.
GGLE.
Yeah, GGLEPUS.
It's okay. I can't spell. SNAGGLEPUS.
Snagglepuss, yeah.
I'll put two S's.
Snagglepuss, your Snag Daddy in the building. How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Snag Daddy Snagglepuss. Buck McGavin and Snagglepuss in the building. Oh, you can do that too. Good job, Mr. Fred. Snag L plus.
Ah.
Ooh.
See what you did there.
Oh man.
Very excited to explore what the fuck I can do with vMix and how I can use this thing. I need a second monitor though, like ASAP.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. WWE Universe mode.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
Let me see.
There we go.
Diseases cervical, vaginal, anal, and certain head and neck cancers. Still 9 doesn't protect everyone. Not treat cancer or HPV infection. Your doctor may recommend screening for certain HPV.
Who has HPV?
Yeah, that makes sense. So, well, we're definitely going to do universe mode because it'll be a lot easier.
Okay.
So to get to universe mode, we pretty much essentially will create our own shows. So we could create Outrage and Explosion.
Okay.
And then we put them in universe mode, and we put our own rosters and stuff in there, and kind of work from there. Because
although I kind of like having the budgets of GM mode though.
that is the only setback is that we wouldn't be able to do the budgets of GM mode.
Yeah, I think the budgets of GM go a long way, and the idea of working your way up, like the whole story arc of it per se, and like the idea of like the GMs and like, because like if Triple H texts me, I can be like, yo, fuck you, Triple H. Like, we can make a big like. I think there's more meat on the bone of bits to do.
Yeah.
With GM mode, because you could also simulate matches and like watch them and spectate them.
Yeah.
So I think there's just more flexibility there. Honestly, dude, I could do GM mode and you could do universal mode.
Something like that. Or what we could do is that we can have our shows go up against regular WWE shows.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's literally anything. We could do literally anything.
GM. I do.
I gotta play them.
GM mode's so addictive. Like I said, I went 15 weeks in at the snap of my finger, just going through stuff.
Yeah, I think GM mode's gonna leave us more like room because we don't like we can simulate matches. Like I'm not gonna watch or play every single match.
Yeah, what was cool when I used to watch it for Up Up Down Down was that it was like Tyler Breeze and Xavier Woods playing through GM mode on the same system. Mm-hmm. So what they would do was they would give the other person 5 minutes to book their show. And so, like, when that person was booking their show, the other person, like, couldn't look at the screen. They had to be doing something else. And when the 5 minutes were up, then they switched and they had to book the other person. Then the other person could book their show. Then they see who would have the better show.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's like within 5 minutes, you have to, like, look at your own notes, sign people, put everybody in the right match card placement.
Yeah.
Yo, they already got Hardy shirts.
Of course they do, because it was planned.
Yeah, dude, they made him weeks ago, of course. They knew when Jeff could show up on TV.
I wore my Jeff Hardy shirt tonight. Mans just texted me, "You watching Dynamite?" Yes. Everyone is like, I think slowly but surely checking on me.
So what would happen if the next big AEW signing is like Goldberg?
Bye.
I'd be interested to see what pop he would get, if he would get a pop at all.
Oh, of course he would.
Goldberg returns to TNT.
He'd probably be very booed.
I think he'd be very booed.
Are we at 286?
Yes.
Export.
You know, GM mode if done correctly is great. Like I said, I wish we were on the same platform because it'd be easier. We can just play the game together from both our things. We can do it at the same time. You know what I mean?
No, because we could if you had it on the PC.
I need this fucking shirt. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it in our chat.
So,
well, the important thing is that you'll be able to see me. You'll be able to see what I'm doing while I'm doing it without a delay.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing. That's another thing I was concerned about. But no, with the V calls.
Yeah,
like it's just there's no delay. It's just you're right there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
We'll start out with mine. Just get the graphics made as soon as possible so I can make the build.
Yeah, I'm looking up Roman architecture.
And remember, less is more. We just need like enough room for like the box, and just like a few things on the sides, the thing on top, and then like the room for our boxes on the bottom. Like most of the screen should probably be the game.
Yeah.
And then if we can fit it in the middle, we can do a box for the chat.
Or put it in between us at the bottom.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant. In between us and the bottom, if we can fit it. And I have 10 overlays to work with.
Really?
So if you want to do like KOTR branding, we like a logo, a watermark, we could. Unless you can build it into the overlay, I can then have an extra one. So we would have an overlay would be so the game footage, my box, your box, and then the overlay. So that's 4. Like maybe 3, because one's the general one. Actually, no, it would be 4. Or 3. I could make it probably 4.
It could, yeah. It's
chat box would be 5.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, I kind of like this image. I kind of.
You're gonna need it. Throw it in Discord.
I'm about to right now. I'm gonna put it in our KOTR chat. I kind of like this image a lot.
That's actually a dope Hardy
That is a
shirt,
pretty
Kay.
cool Hardy shirt.
I know.
Did you already put in your
I will be
address?
buying very soon.
Blood over everything.
That is, I do like that a lot, Ricky. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I like the steps on the bottom.
Because that's where you can put
I
our
like the
stuff
art.
out, yeah.
Yep, I like the arch on top. If you could create like WEA banners and put them like at the end of the columns, or, like flags.
Oh my god.
Like you know, like had WrestleMania, they have on the light poles, they have the vertical flags.
Yeah.
Get like 2 of those, just put them on the columns, and just put WEA.
Nice. I gotta figure out a WEA logo too.
Then put it on NBC. It's a WEA on one side and NBC on the other.
WEA on NBC.
Yeah, we're aired on NBC.
Oh, that'd be great.
I don't think we can get sued for that.
We're not a real company.
Surely not.
Like, we don't know. NBC can stand for no big cats. You know? You don't know that.
No big cats.
Do N period dot period C period.
Or you could write out like N like EN BE C
DEE.
What else do we got here? I'm looking at stuff. Butterflies. What is that?
Biggest opportunity of them all. 30-0 undefeated.
Wait, those are popular columns of some sort.
Who wants to step up? See my beautiful
What?
kiss of death.
Kiss of death. What's going on over there?
Oh, we're talking about Jade Cargill making it with Ty Conti.
Oh,
And she just said, who wants to step up and receive my beautiful kiss of death?
I know will.
I'd kiss the fuck out of Tay Conti.
Oh no, it's Jade Cargill.
Kiss the fuck out of both of them.
Jade Cargill scares me.
Really?
Yeah,
One of
she
the
scares
reasons why.
she scares
I would kiss
me.
the fuck out of her.
What?
I'm tired.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you have a stressful day? Or are you just worn out because of Jeff?
Yes.
I think you're worn out because of Jeff. I'm not gonna lie, Will. I'm gonna show you another one. It's kind of the same design that I just found, but I think it's just more ridiculously cartoony for no reason, and I find it funny.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, I like it. It's wider. We're gonna need like a 1920 by 1080.
Yeah, I mean, I could always widen it, and then we can literally put on top of. Like, do you see where like it kind of rounds?
Yeah, we're in the
we can
middle
just,
where it rounds
yeah,
out.
we can literally just put Wrestling Elite lines across the whole thing instead of having it on flags.
Well, I was thinking of having it be. I think that would be the explosion and outrage would be up there.
Ah, okay.
And then you just need WEA on like a flag.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are wild.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I kind of want, like, as much as I want to make it look fancy, I kind of also make it look as cheap as possible, because just so people know that it's kind of just like a gimmick. Like we're being idiots for a reason.
No, I want it to look as good as possible. You got to design one for yourself too, so you can have yours be however like you want it to be silly and ridiculous. But I want mine to be like I like both of these images. I want mine to be like a very specific, like as professionally well made as possible.
So I am making 2 logos.
All right, so okay, here's what we need. I think we'll have you spearhead this at the moment, because obviously we're thinking of Roman kind of idea, as you saw from our stock photos that we just found.
Yeah, like ancient Greece, like Hercules.
Like Herculean stuff. So we need a generic Wrestling Elite Alliance logo, like maybe like a circular badge one that we can use wherever. Then we're going to need a logo for Outrage and one for Explosion.
Explosion.
Sure.
It's all you, Mix Murphy.
Dude, I'd even be cool with
I
like
got it.
explosion in like kablam font.
Oh my god, yes.
So Karen, write that down. 'Cause that's kind of like a kablam font with like an explosion, like a grenade goes off, like a fire explosion behind it. That's what I'm picturing.
I just changed my Twitter cover photo to Matt and Jeff Hardy hugging.
What are your colors going to be for your show? Well,
Marble white.
so white and black?
Yeah, like marble white and black.
I'll figure it out.
I'm going that 20. I really want to go that 2016 Royal Rumble.
So add the little bit of red there.
Send me written notes.
Okay.
I'm very high right now, and I will not retain any of this. Plus, Jeff Hardy came back, so like I really won't retain any of this.
Explosion logo. Here, Ricky, I'll share his doc with you. Actually, no, I don't need to. There's a bunch of shit I'm not gonna have to delete on anyway. Explosion logo. Okay, you know what I mean by say kablam, right? Like Nickelodeon's kablam.
Yes, of course I know what you mean.
Okay, I'll make sure.
I love Kablam's one of my faves. Oh.
Where Prometheus and Bob came from. That little skit always weirded me out as a child. Prometheus and Bob.
I love Prometheus and Bob.
It was just weird to me.
It's so good. Oh no. No, I don't want that. No. Oh, it's not working. I tried to send a GIF of Jeffrey, and it is not working.
I'm sorry, Kay.
It's okay. Well, Jeffrey danced. Hold on, let me just share this to Discord.
Same guy. Is that even legal? And get this. He remembered my name. Of course.
So,
Here.
well, if you're going to do 2016 Royal Rumble, you got to add a little bit of like that red in there too.
Okay. Yeah, I have a picture in here. Let me save it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Google. I hate you so much. I'll just take a picture of it. Shot.
I can't believe they got the music back.
Dude, I'm so happy.
According to Freds, they own the music.
Oh, the Hardys do. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so happy.
Who's going to be the face of WEA, Mr. Freds? I don't know.
So I'm thinking like, yeah, it's like this. Like, this is the picture I went with. Like, see how it's like the arches and the columns.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's
They have an entrance theme already. There's a video.
Who has a video?
The Hardys.
Yeah, that's why I said probably put that, like, you got that. I see that gray that you're going for. You're going to add a red in there.
Okay, yeah, because an explosion, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think my, okay. So I think my show's color scheme will be like, kind of very, like, a Hulk, pretty much Jeff Hardy's background here. That green, that purple, and that blue.
Mm-hmm. For Outrage.
For Outrage, yeah. So it's kind of hulky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I definitely see it like explosion, those wacky, goofy kablam letters with this like an explosion like behind it, putting that on top of the arches. Like the banners can be white and like the outline of the architecture
Yeah.
is definitely white. the background can be like at sunset, where it's like you get that little bit of red.
Mm-hmm.
And the banners are like white, and the letters are in like a dark red, like a maroon. And then WEA is written vertically down.
Nice.
I love this Jeff Hardy GIF. K.
I'm so
Just
happy.
the hand things and runs in.
Hmm.
And Ricky, when you make them, you don't need to put the boxes in. Because
No, the box will be overlays. You'll put them in.
yeah, it's better if you don't, like even with a border, because then I got to fit them to the box. I'd rather just shape them and put a border in myself.
Yeah, I'll just try to create the background.
Yes.
At least, and just give us a generic background, and then we can add the outrage and the explosion. And have a logo in the middle. So I'm trying to think. It's pillars. Too funny. No. It's actually too real. Hmm. What can I looking for?
Some overlays. Keep vertical solution. I think that's okay for that.
Ah, it wouldn't work. But yeah, let's not put the cart before the horse, but let's see what Kay can come up with first. Then we'll kind of work from there.
Yeah. Just send me a list of your notes, what you want, and I'll play around.
Woohoo! Play around, see what you can do.
Yeah.
It was 1 year ago.
That's Scabione saying stuff.
With Britt Baker. And now next week.
Yeah, Scabione is talking about ladies.
Oh, of course he is. Oh,
Because they're talking about. Because right now, Thunder Rosa and Red Velvet are in the ring, and Tony Schiavone said that Tony Khan, the next week in San Antonio, she will have a world title shot, which will be in a steel cage match
Ooh.
against Dr. Britt Baker.
Who's that, Red Velvet?
So Thunder Rosa.
How many chances is Thunder Rosa going to get?
To the back of the line like everyone else, because you get an eliminator match 3 nights later. And now, next week, I have to wrestle you in a game. You get all San Antonio back in you. This conspiracy shit lives on. Hey, man. Girl. You finally found a friend. Mercedes. She makes it to the party? That's okay. She's not going to be available next week anyway, regardless of the cage after Jamie finishes her this week on the cage. And Thunder, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of a cage. What I'm afraid of.
How many matches is this between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa now?
Too many.
This is the third notable one I remember because they had the lights out match like a year ago. They had the one the other night. They're having the steel cage match, and I'm sure they've had random matches in between, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
They've had a lot.
Oh. All right, y'all. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Somebody updated Xavier Woods' gear as King Woods in WWE.
Oh, next week is the St. Patrick's Day Slam. That's why. Oh.
And then didn't have the lights out match like that year or whatever.
Yes. So it's a year since that
The
match.
St. Patrick's Day Slam, that's what they're calling it now. We're going to call it someone else last year.
No, it was the St. Patrick's Day Slam last year. Ooh, next week on Dynamite on Rampage, Swerve versus Tony Nese.
Oh, 205 Live.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about it, but yeah, let me get out of here so I can eat and start thinking of
Yeah, I
ideas
wanna
for the
go-
WEA. Everything's uploaded, Will?
Oh yeah, let me put in a media
You should
fire.
probably do that. All right, let us get out of here. We'll see you next week, folks.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.